Hey, welcome to How to Build Your Own Home. I want to talk about a new build. This will be a new series. And you've listened to me for quite some time talk about kind of the new trend, which I think is going to be happening quite a bit, either for restorations or new builds. And we're seeing it happen right now. And it's called multi-generational homes. I don't like to say multi-family. I like to say multi-generation because cities and jurisdictions have different meanings for each of those. And let me explain what I'm talking about. If I try to build a multi-family structure, that's considered two or three or several different individual families that are not related. That's called multifamily. That's a twin home, that's a fourplex, that's apartments, that kind of thing. So whenever you say multi-family, that's what that means. Multi-generational, that's something different. Multi-generational has to do with you and you're married and you have two or three kids and mom and dad lives with you, or Uncle Joe who needs some assistance, and Uncle Joe ends up living with you. That's multi-generational, and it could be even more dynamic than that. It could be two or three different generations living in the same home, all the same family. That's multi-generational. Now, why would you build a multi-generational home? Well, there's a lot of advantages to that. Let's say mom or dad moves in with you and they can offset some of your rental or some of your mortgage. You help each other out, you cross pollinate, you scratch each other's back, and that's how you're able to build the home that I will be building here. So this will be kind of a multi-generational home. There will be an ADU as part of the home. Now, the neat thing is with this ADU, I call it a multi-generational, but the ADU is accessed from the side of the home. You won't even see it, but it gives the opportunity for the homeowner to rent that out for long term. She's signed a restriction with the local permitting office that says she can't do overnight rentals. And because she can't do overnight rentals, that limits that. Well, that's just fine. Most people don't want to do Airbnb overnight rentals. This is for long-term rental. So the neat thing is that I think down the road, more and more people are going to be building this type of model. And it gives them an opportunity to have a rental that could be 1,000 or more a month. And that could be including the utilities because it's all in one meter. And that could seriously offset your mortgage. And it gives you the opportunity to build a home that you can utilize as a side hustle. Down the road here, right across the way, we have these huge, huge apartment complexes and all these younger families moving into a huge complex like that. Well, I would like to see that we eliminate those and allow those families to move into established neighborhoods and being a part of those neighborhoods. When I was growing up in Southern California, all the new families moved into what was called the San Fernando Valley. Well, as that San Fernando Valley got to be older and older, a lot of demographics changed and they moved out to Lancaster, out to Barstow, out in the Inland Empire, which is the desert communities. And then I saw orthodontics had to pack up and leave. I saw a lot of different businesses had to pack up and leave and follow that demographic. That's not necessarily healthy because the cities where people have originally built, they become fallen and dilapidated, and it's not very healthy for the community. So I think it'd be a really good idea that we bring back rental as a offset for regular housing. So that's what's going to be very unique about this home is this going to have that opportunity. It's got a neat architectural structure to it, a spiral staircase that looks like a silo, and it fits with the family's old farm. The farm that the client I'm building for actually is right behind me. It's a turf farm, and so we're going to kind of fit in with that whole kind of design. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to call this the Washington Project here in Washington, Utah. Watch it as we move forward on this one. We're just finishing with the permitting phase right now, and design, engineering, geotech, they're all done. So as soon as I'm okay with the city, they're good. I'm not actually doing dirt work right now. A local deer manufacturer, John Deere, asked if we could use the property for testing their equipment. I go, great. And so I had to make sure that the city knew what was happening because I'm not breaking ground until they approve the actual permit, even though I've got stuff happening back there. Anyway, watch this series. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to talk about the ADU and how you can work that into your design structures so that it doesn't really intrude upon your living, but it's a completely private space and how you can make that work. This is going to be an exciting build. Watch it, follow it. We'll see you again. This is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home.